Hello and welcome back to Firefly Wrestling. My name is Nick and I will be your guide for this episode. It is episode 15 of our Grind for Greatness local to global save, where we started in 1980. It's February 1983. We have winter trials in 4 days' time, and on this episode, we will be concluding the final Impact tournament to crown the number one contender to the World Championship currently held by Bret Hart. He's got it for 59 days and counting so far. Very successful run from him. Hasn't had too many marquee defenses as of yet, but I'm sure they will come. Chris Adams being the only notable one so far. But at Winter Trials, he will have his first real test against the Great Lakes champion in Jack Armstrong. We also have two quarterfinals matches. We have Santanico taking on Bob Backlund. You can kind of call it they've got a rivalry. They face each other quite a bit. It's a bit one-sided for Santanico. But we also have another quarterfinal with Matt Bourne and a mystery opponent. I believe that's the only match. Oh, we also will have a tag team number one contenders match on the card. I think it's number one contenders match, or at least it's a tag team match I booked. I haven't played for a few days. I'm a bit out of my mind. But we are doing well in the save so far. We're the biggest company in the world at small size. Only other small company right now is CMLL. We have 20k in the bank. Mostly helped by one of our achievements we succeeded in getting last episode being plus 30k, which has put us in the green zone for our owner goals, allowing me to spend a lot more money in places with wrestlers and whatnot. Does make me still somewhat tempted to go, do I just go bring in like a Roddy Piper or like one of these super expensive guys? But we also already are paying a crap ton for Randy Savage and Stan Hansen and all the other legends of the 1983. So, we have got 4 shows on the card. We've got to get to the first one before it takes too long. So I'm going to run the intro and I will see you right there. Welcome back. It is Winter Trials, the 5th of February. And we have a very loaded card today. 74 minutes, and I've had to cut the length of a couple of matches to make sure they fit. In fairness, long promo, but that is fine. And wait, that's the right order. That promo had to come first. We've got some big, I think, developments on the card. This isn't really, I don't think I'm really seeing this as one of my, big PLEs of the year, like I have in previous ones. But it's still a very solid, big match. Bret Hart vs. Jack Armstrong's pretty big. Kurt Hennig, I've probably already spoiled the fact there. Unsurprisingly, he's the surprise opponent for Matt Bourne. Who could have seen that coming? Santanico, Bob Backlund. Arn Anderson's making his debut against Terry Funk for promo beforehand. And the Rock and Roll Express, the Watchers, and the Faces of Fear all meet up in a number one contenders match for our elevation in the second show. These are our previous ones. Our first ever Winter Trials had Terry Funk defeating Jake Roberts to win the World Championship. The next year had Jake Roberts defeating Terry Funk to retain the World Championship. And then last year it was Santanico and Bob Backlund, and they run it back again today. Will the result be the same or different? Let's get right into the show. It's a green show. No one's been complaining too much. We even had the Barbarian talking about how much he likes kittens earlier in the pre-show. We have the Rock and Roll Express defeating the Watchers and the Faces of Fear. World Faces of Fear have made their debut, not an immediate victory, as the Rock and Roll Express will go on to face RTD of Terry Funk and Atsushi Onita in the next show. Robert Gibson 43, Ricky Morton 48, both very good from those two. The Firefly 42, Aeroflash 44, Haku 41, and the Barbarian a 49. All our tag teams are pretty good right now. This is a very good solid tag team. Only lad at the ringside as part of the Wild Hunt faction with the Faces of Fear doing well. 47 could be better open up the show, but I don't think that's a bad show opening, especially where the rest of the show is going. You then get a 35 rated promo. Barbarian, you were just selling. How did you go off script? Dear God. Atsushi Onita and Terry Funk, they come out and they congratulate the Rock and Roll Express. It's a team that they called out back at the shootout in November last year, but didn't get that one-on-one match because of the Watchers. Now they finally get to meet one-on-one to crown who's the best tag team in the game. But as they're shaking hands, preparing for their match, Arn Anderson comes out. He tells RTD that's their fault. His close friend, Tully Blanchard, was one of the members who was cut. He's out here to get revenge on Terry Funk for taking all of Tully's opportunities. As part of the roster cuts, we have Tully Blanchard, Mike Sharp, Card, a lot of undercard guys. And Arn Anderson, part of the Four Horsemen, a good friend of Tully Blanchard, is out here to support Tully Blanchard. Arn Anderson, very, very marketable gimmick. Goodwin looking dominant. Shouldn't, be losing to underdogs or comedy kind of things. Interesting. This should be a lot of fun, I think. Good gimmick. Let's get merchandise selling is good once we've got the merchandise to do it. Any other ones? That's the only one, right? Yeah. Don't know why it stays yellow. That always scares me. Okay, we go to the next segment. In a 60 rated match, Terry Funk puts down Arn Anderson with a pile driver. Terry Funk got a 68. Very good. Arn Anderson, 36. Not bad for his debut. I don't think he's particularly popular either. And still very new. I think he's going to do great things in this company. I've got some good ideas where to take him after he's failed to avenge his friend in Tully Blanchard. Go to the next segment. 65 rated match in these two. Not bad either. Santanico, another 68 for himself. 40 for Bob Backlund, just a little bit better. It's a little technical masterclass match. And it wasn't put in the wrong place like I did with my previous ones. But Santanico has tapped out Bob Backlund after interference from Aeroflash. Santanico moves on to the semi-finals to face the winner of the next match. And that winner will be Curt Hennig, who has defeated Matt Bourne, got his revenge in a 56 rated match. 56 for Curt Hennig, 35 for Matt Bourne. Very good crowd rating as well as those two have faced once again. And Curt Hennig got the win this time. So far, I think it was one apiece in singles match between these two men. We'll have to see where it goes in the future from here. But he will face, Santanico in the next round. Then we have our main event to close out the show. 55, that's not that good, is it? How did that bomb? Bret Hart got a 70, Jack Armstrong a 47. Just didn't click, I don't think. Wasn't quite where we want it to be, but Bret Hart defeats Jack Armstrong. Bret Hart defends his title and is getting ready to go face the winner of Final Impact, or maybe he won't hold it as it goes through. We got penalized because it was face-heel combination. Got penalized because there's no storyline in the main event. For stamina and inconsistency. Yeah, okay. Well, lesson learned. Put stories in the main event. Haku slightly overused. Robert Gibson slightly overused. Yeah, that's fair. 54. That's bad show. It's a very bad show. Okay. Matt Bourne. Rick Rude. You can get some because you were annoyed. You weren't on the card today, so you can't. Arn Anderson. And let's give Aeroflash some praise. Scene please, scene please, scene pleased. None of that really mattered. We had a 1,000 seater venue and we earned 9K on the show, or 9K on ticket sales, leading us to 3,110 in overall profits to end off the show. Very impressive, I would argue. Very, very impressive. We are, no danger of failing that 15K, I don't think. Also, we are now on small coverage everywhere. So that's great to see as well, I think. And we got to be on that small coverage now. 37 from the Southwest, 6 to 7 on the Tri-State, 14 in Northwest, 16 in the Mid-South. That's getting up. And that has already helped us get a better TV deal. I'm sure keeping that high will get us even more in the future. We'd like to try and start looking for some commercial deals and work out like what it would take to get us some commercial deals. But right now I'm fairly content with where we are. We've got great coverage across the entire US. We don't really have an opportunity to get any coverage in Mexico because we're not a Mexican company just yet. I think we've got to wait for other like companies, other like streaming services to open up and give us that option. Excellent show. Not as good as our other ones, but that's not too bad. We got punished for a lot of lack of big names because there was no Randy Savage on the card, which is our only way to get big names right now. But we did get a 17.5k viewers. That's massive jump. I should have said what our other viewership was. It was like 17,000 viewers. That's, yeah, okay. A lot more eyeballs on the product, which is very, very good. If you go to our tournament, we now have Stan Hansen versus Randy Savage, and then Curt Hennig versus Santanico. I mean, like, that's our 5 biggest members on the roster, I think, right now. Maybe Terry Funk also fits in there as well. But that is a stellar little, like, group of 4 people to be facing off. I think on our next show is the idea. A couple people who are still yet to debut. Actually, all 4 of our young up-and-coming signings we've signed haven't debuted yet, but I'm sure they will soon. Ernie Ladd is still incredibly annoyed. Well, annoyed at like this gimmick, and I know he doesn't like the senior road agent. Oh, he's not the senior road agent, but he will get over that, I'm sure. Matt Bourne has morale issues. Why are you annoyed? You just don't like the enforcers. Which enforcer does he not like? Inner Circle. He doesn't like one of these dudes. I think it's the Barbarian. But also, I don't really care. It's the Barbarian, someone who I can, like, drop. He's sort of the toughest person in the locker room. No, he is staying. Yeah, okay. That will be fine. He will get over himself, I am sure. I will be back very soon with Elevation, the 13th episode of Elevation. Hopefully it goes better than our 13th episode did in the series. But you'll have to go back to watch that. I will see you at Elevation in just one sec. Welcome to the 13th episode of Elevation. And it's again one of those random elevations with just a crazy stacked card for no apparent reason. Like, we open up with a tag team title match between the Rock and Roll Express and Ready to Die. Probably the 2 biggest tag teams in the division. We then have Jack Armstrong doing an open challenge, which will be answered by one of our new 4 signings. You'll have to see who. We have Stan Hansen and Randy Savage not in the main event. And then Santanico versus Curt Hennig being our main event. So, like, I mean, this is a crazy, crazy stacked card, I think. We've got a big name return as well. I'm pretty excited, I think, for where we are going and, like, what this show entails. Because it's all building up to March of Contenders. The one big, like, omission from the show, I think, is there is no Bret Hart. I was tempted to chuck a Bret Hart promo in, but I'm already at 89%, which is below, like, what's expected, and I don't think I need it yet. I think we can chuck saying more promos and stuff when we've got a bit more storylines and stuff to build from. We don't really have that yet. But I do know what he's got. He is going to have a defense on the next card and whatnot. So I think this is all fine. I think we've got a good show set up here. As we jump right into it. There we go. 55 rated segment. Terry Funk got a 65. Ricky Morton a 50. Onita 49. And Robert Gibson a 41. Ooh, very good start. Ready to Die. Defeat the Rock and Roll Express. They are undisputedly the #1 tag team in the company. I mean, they have to be after beating the other top team. They make that it's their second defense, and yeah, Terry Funk is still carrying all these tag team matches. Probably shouldn't be in the tag division. I just checked his popularity. Especially with the loss of Stan Hansen, it's definitely started to dwindle. So I'm going to have to do a bit more work to try and keep building Terry Funk up. Because he needs to be one of the guys who's like focal point in the company. He's good enough in the ring to do it. But then after that, we have Arn Anderson coming out, and he tells RTD that he's got another challenge for them. at March of Contenders for the tag team titles. And oh yeah, his partner? I think it's time for him to bash your brains in. The Brain Busters are back as Tully Blanchard makes his return, jumping over the barricade, taking out both teams. Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard have been reunited as part of the Brain Busters. Yeah, Tully was never fired. I didn't know what to do with him, so I just took him off TV for a while I waited to come up with a plan. And that plan was, well, use the Four Horsemen thing, tag team with Arn Anderson. Also, great little means we can do a great little feud here with Ready to Die and keep carrying on their storyline as well, because I've got some plans for that. Next segment, answering Jack Armstrong's open challenge, is Shane Douglas. Great chemistry, 51 rated segment. And Jack Armstrong wins with the elbow drop, makes this the 4th defense of the title. 32 on a debut is not bad from Shane Douglas. It's against someone who's got very low popularity, but clearly is going to be very good. I'm a big fan of Shane Douglas. I think this is a character and a person in our safe who can do very, very big things. I feel like I don't remember who's debuted and who hasn't yet. He's our first debut from that class. I think the other two are all planned out. I'm not sure I'm going to do that third one just yet. But I think I assume they'll debut at the end of the episode, or at least start the next episode. Look like gimmick changes. Just a plain swagger gimmick. Nothing too extraordinary, but still very good. 10-11. Got a white hot crowd to end off the match as well. It's got another great crowd rating, all things considered. Wrestling rating even also not as high as normal, but good chemistry and everything. Good to see. So you go to our next segment. 70 watt. That's one of our top 5 matches of all time. I should have been the main event every time. In a wild brawl, it is Randy Savage making it to the next round of the tournament. 66 wrestling rating between two 66ers and a 26 crowd rating. Yeah, pulls us all the way up to a 71. And Randy Savage will be awaiting the winner of Kurt Hennig and Santanico. So you go to that next segment. 62, not as good. It's close though. 60-61 rating. Great match from Kurt Hennig. Probably one of Kurt Hennig's best matches with us. Kurt Hennig had to fight through the entire Dark Watch and eventually lost due to interference by Matt Bourne. Great little storytelling match. 62 to end off the show. Should have had... Randy Savage needs to be in the main event. I keep doing it where I don't put him in the main event, and he should be. 59 rated show. Probably because Robert Gibson was used too much and that penalized us. Man, that show could have been amazing. It should have been amazing. Stan Hansen, you're going to get some praise. Shane Douglas is going to get some praise. And so will Kurt Hennig. Everyone doing very well today, I think. Disappointing, show rating, but very good show. And 2.5k earned on the show as well. I'm not sure why is our ticket sales lower than they were? Can't remember how much money we earned on ticket sales last show. But we have gone up in, 6 regions? Up to 7s and 8s. We've got some 10 in regions of Mexico, 4s in some regions of Canada, and 2s in some regions of England. Once again, great little progression there. Once again, how did we not win Most Improved Company of the Year? Surely we win it this year. We're going up everywhere around the world at a blistering pace, I think, right now. We've got an awesome feedback on the show. I think to get that that top mark one that we've been looking for, we have to get 60 to 65 range. And we're really close to getting it. We probably will get it sometime soon. Still got a lack of big names. We have one of the most popular no one in our company's got any name, do they? Yeah, we are really going off brand value and not person value right now. Like New Japan. 17.5k on the TV rating, 0.02. Still very, very good viewership, which we've got to be happy about. If we go to our roster, what is... Randy Savage is only recognized as a star. He's got good momentum, I think, right? Warm momentum. I mean, it could... If it's higher, it might get us there. 36 popularity. I mean, it's definitely annoyingly close. It's definitely going to be annoyingly close Of like, he's got to be on the bubble of being a major star. If we were in the tri-state, he would be a major star. Absolutely. Other well-knowns, Atsushi Onita. 25. Popularity is great. Bret Hart, our world champion. What is that? 27 popularity. Like, yeah, we've got guys who are up there. To be a star, you've probably got to be at least 30, I think. So we're getting there. Bill Henderson was on very cool momentum. That's funny. Too many people annoyed. Just Rick Rude. Ernie Ladd. I did think I should just go. He's getting more and more annoyed that he's not that the senior road agent. Which, I mean, makes sense. So we're going to change that. Okay. Remove a senior road agent. He's annoyed. But I think Ernie Ladd is more important. And, okay, he's still annoyed. But he'll be less annoyed in the future, hopefully. And that's good. Hope that's the case. Don't know why else know who's our men's trainer right now is only training me. We've got so many young guys who he can train. He's just not doing it. I will have to work that all out. And I hopefully will have that all worked out in time for March of Contenders in 13 days. Big show, big stakes on the card, 2 title matches and the final Impact Finals. See you all there in just one sec. Welcome to March and March of Contenders. This is going to be a fairly big show. I hope it is, at least. We've got a very big show on the cards. We had one pre-book segment, which isn't even going ahead. Because for some reason, I don't know why, Barry Windham refuses to work for us. So I've got to, I assume it's because he doesn't have a perception rating in the company. And that means he's always going to take the company that he knows he's already there, like a well-known person in. My combat to this is I'm going to have to change the dates we do a show to bring him in, just so he gets to get a rep in. But I'll replace him with El Snow, which should work fine, and they should be A-okay. Last year we put on a decent show, 59 rated. Not amazing, but not bad. We had our main event where I accidentally picked Matt Bourne to win. I don't think I've done that today, and if I have, we're in a lot more trouble. But there, that was the defeat of Santanico, Terry Funk, and Bret Hart. All 4 of which are on the show today. And what should be some big, stake matches. We do have the Final Impact Finals. We have a World Title Open Challenge with the tag team titles on the lines. All big things. So I say we jump right into it. Also, we've got one person who was extremely, extremely unhappy. But that's fine. 63 rating to start the show off. This is why we love Mr. Kurt Hennig. 67 rated. That's nearly perfect for me. I'm happy with that. Matt Bourne at 39. And Kurt Hennig has once and for all put Matt Bourne away. He moves on. He will continue to be facing and going after that world title, surely. And he's built his resume by beating a former world champion that only won the world championship 1 year ago today. But it is now Kurt Hennig's time. Go on our next segment. 61 rated match. Another amazing match. As Ready to Die defeat the Brain Busters with Terry Funk winning by submission. Ready to Die make their 3rd defense. Terry Funk, great, 68 rated. Atsushi Onita still 55. Tully Blanchard 47. Arn Anderson 40. All of them really good. Tag team specialist bonus as well going into this. I mean, a 61 rated match is just amazing, especially for that tag division, which pretty much is only being just carried by Ready to Die. But yeah, Brainbusters clearly look like a good team in that division and can do good things. So I am happy to see that. Then we go to our middle of the card. This will be our weakest match. Yeah, that's fine. 49 rated. I realized I don't think El Snow had debuted yet. I don't think he had. That's kind of funny. That's fine. Samu and Ernie Ladd are a good pairing. I did not know that. That's good to have. Because Ernie Ladd is the leader of the Wild Hunt. So, and putting him with Samu is kind of already happening anyway. So that's good to see. Samu got a 44. Barbarian got a 50. Haku 39. Robert Gibson 42. Ricky Walden 49. And El Snow 37. Not bad for a debuting superstar. 37 is great. Large penalty to star quality. That's annoying, and wins and losses of great impact. Okay, that's a bit annoying, because he's going to come in probably starting off more in the jobber space before he built him up. But that's fine. He's still doing very well. Lots of green stars in this match. Nearly a 50. And for what's meant to be our worst match in the card, I think 50s are fine. 48. Yeah, I should have scripted this promo. That's fine. But Bret Hart comes down to the ring. He says he's a fighting champion. And he knows that at Iron Wheel, he must face the main event winner tonight. But he wants one more rep under his belt. So anyone who wants a chance, come and get it. And that is answered by Rick, who got cracked ribs. Yep, okay. Cool. Bret Hart defeats Rick Rude in 13-18 by submission with a sharpshooter after blatantly... that wasn't the... I didn't click that button. I did, but clearly that was not the intent. Oops, okay, we're retconning that. That didn't happen. Bret Hart is still a face. We're not turning Bret Hart heel. No. But it was the science the wrestlers going to steal the show, which they did. A 63 from a debut was amazing. Yeah, I mean, cracked ribs, not great. But 71 from Bret Hart, 45 from Rick Rude. Great. He's like 24, so he's still like... He's one of the guys who's actually debuted fairly older in the save. But I still argue he is an amazing Brings company. In my head, I think I'm kind of seeing him as more like this Trick Williams, overconfident heel kind of guy. But we'll see how his booking goes and how long he's out of these cracked ribs. Large penalty psychology, large penalty to microphone skills. That's two of his biggest things. And wins and losses of great impact. That's a bad gimmick. Cool. Well, we're going to take care of him very much then and keep him okay. Cracked ribs, we'll see how long he's out. It shouldn't be too long. And only a 64 main event? Really? That's it? What pulled this match down? This match should have been really good. Sanhenico did defeat Randy Savage, though. After a botched interference by Arrow Flash. Did I click every single button wrong? Clearly I am way out of whack today. That's fine. Santanico has won the final Impact and will face Bret Hart in a rematch of the Crowning Glory main event to start next episode. 64 rated segment, 58 on the wrestling, 31 on the crowd rating. Like, what penalized it? Where was it penalized? Holding back, inconsistency, holding back. That's it? Why did it not work? Oh, okay. I don't know. I felt like that was going to be in the 70s. Maybe Randy Savage was just unhappy about the fact he's losing. Because he was not happy about it. 63 rating overall. Kind of depressing for how good I thought this card was going to be. Basically nearly everything in the 60s as well. Just not our show. That's fine. Randy Savage. You are a good example because you decided to put Teddy over, even though you didn't want to. Great performance from Rick Rude. Anyone else who lost and did really well? I mean, El Snow did amazing, did he not? Actually, we'll do Arn Anderson, because he's lost quite a bit recently. All seem pleased, didn't mean anything, that's fine. Cracked ribs, 7 days. Easy. That's fine. And we earned 5k. It's all good in the back end. No stress at all. It's annoying. 38, though, in the Southwest is good. 15 in the Northwest. 17 in the Mid-South. 10 in the Great Lakes. That's all really good. Really big growth across the board. Let's get. Surely we have to win it this year, right? We have to win Company of the Year. No world on which we managed to somehow not win Company of the Year after doing such an amazing job so far building company. Or at least, I think we won Most Improved last year and still didn't get it. That's fine, though. This is someone who's got crazy mental skills. Sorry. Okay, they're gone. I didn't even get the name. It's fine. Rick Rude hurt. Oops. It's fine. Feedback with show was awesome. Cool. Not great, but we will take it. Stan Hansen has got the new head booker. Oh, no. Oh, Sven. I can't read. I thought that was going to give us another, hit. Stan Hansen has relocated to New England. Cool. Recruit injured, whatever. Viewing figures, 18.8k. It's so much more. Lack of big names. We're going to have that every show for the next decade in the save. I swear, we're never beating that one. But that does mean we have 30k in the bank. We are more than passing. We have closed off some storylines, so it does kind of mean we might have a bit of an issue with our storyline. We've got to go build some new storylines up somewhat fast, I think, so we don't get penalised. I'm going to go find a way to get Barry Windham on the card as well. And then I will meet you guys for our 14th ever episode of Elevation and the last show of the episode. See you all in just one sec. Okay, I am back for the last show of the episode. I think this is the first time I've been able to fit in everything I wanted to. Like, on pretty much every other show, like, I've always got enough space of angles and time, whatever. I actually didn't have time to add the final angle I wanted. So that's going to have to go, like, start the next show to build one of the matches on that card. But that's fine. I can work that out. I think it should all go pretty well. We have completed our booking analysis. Nothing wrong there. We've got no big issues anywhere else in the card, I don't think. This is not a Stan Hansen versus Brad Armstrong match. It's a Stan Hansen versus Stan Lee match. I've got to change the name. Whatever. Should be a fun card all round. Not one of our best, but solid enough. And then from there, we can build into Iron Will next episode. Start off at 43. Not great, but it's a start to a show. Can't complain too much. But El Snow defeats Haku. El Snow at 35, Haku at 41. Just want to give El Snow a little bit of momentum. Push him forward, see how he's doing. Maybe he becomes an ingrained part of the roster in the mid-card, maybe he doesn't. But let's give him a shot to try and see if he can prove himself first. And then, 61 rated segment. This is probably the best we get all night, I think. Santanico and Bret Hart meet face to face in the ring. Santanico relives the power that title gave him. The ability to shape this industry around him, and thus he'll be getting it back by any means necessary. With the entire Dark Watch behind him, nothing will stop him. Bret Hart doesn't want any interference this time. He saw what happened to Randy Savage, and he has no intent to lose his title in such an ungracious manner like that. He was granted one request by her management for their title match. Their 5th singles match ever, I believe that's right. It will be inside of a steel cage. Bret Hart versus Santanico inside of a steel cage at Iron Will. Who's going to be walking out with the title? 54 rated match for the Great Lakes Championship as Jack Armstrong gets a 51, Samu a 46. Even with Ernie Ladd on his side, wasn't enough to get over Jack Armstrong as Jack Armstrong wins the standing elbow drop. They've got great chemistry. Ernie Ladd's doing great work ringside. Great pairing between Samu and Ernie Ladd. All round, we are doing very well in this match. 54 second rating is good. But you the best of the night? I'm not too sure on that, but we'll see. Never mind. 60 rated match from Stan Hansen. He's got a 66. Stan Lane a 30. That's carried by one person by quite a bit. Stan Hansen building up momentum as he starts to rebuild after his loss in the semi-final to Randy Savage. Then, and main event. Randy's not good in the ring, is he? I don't think he was amazing, but he's terrible in the ring. 51 rating main event. 50 from Randy Savage. I say terrible. He's like 1 point below Jack Armstrong. But also Jack Armstrong's a mid-card champion. Randy, what are you doing? You're the most popular. I'm going to have you. You have to lose like every match. Oh, yeah. I forgot I had this afterwards. Jake Roberts rolls in and starts attacking Randy Savage. That's like a lower mid. That's like, solid mid-card match now. Something like a main event style match. Like, I felt like it should have been. Well, that was a disappointing show, wasn't it? Dress the locker room. None of you people who were involved in that are getting any praise. Haku, you did well. Who else did well? Where is Samu? Samu, you did well. And James Beard, you're always annoyed, so I'll give you some encouragement. Scene please. Cool. We still earned 6.2k for what was that depressing show. But that's fine. With 37k. I'm like, my finances I'm not stressed about. In stage where I'm considering seeing if we just it's probably worth just bringing in a Roddy Piper or Jesse Ventura at this point, right? We have the money, we're not going to pay for it. It'll help us build up the rest of the roster around them, probably. Although I kind of do know what I want to do with the title, and it's not that right now. So, we'll have to see how that goes. Not guaranteed on that idea, not guaranteed against that idea, I don't think. Might be interesting. But yeah, that was a depressing way to end off the episode, I think. Yeah. I'm not sure what else we've really got to talk about. Stan Hansen is being overworked to a comical point. So he might have a match with us, and then he's probably going to get injured and be gone for a while. But that's fine. Merchandise upgrade is complete. Hey, let's go. Okay. That's a positive. Cool. Okay, I'll be nice to you. Tiny deal expiring. Doesn't matter. We've got the small one. 18.3 thousand TV rating. That's very good. And then the merchandise upgrade. Okay, let's go look at our merch. Because that's actually a big, exciting thing. And the only big, exciting, significant thing that's happened so far. When I've been recording today's episode. We had such a good end of the year. And then, oh, dear Lord. Okay. So we've got to look at what Randy Savage's stats are. Because I thought he was better than that. I mean, his primary skill was brawling and psychology. But even that, he wasn't doing that good. He's got great basics. He should be. His physicals are really good. His charisma's really good. His star quality is amazing. I don't know what it is, but he's not resonating to the same extent. How much did he drop from that loss we gave him? He didn't drop at all. Oh, he doesn't have to complain. Because he was beat by Santanico. And I did think Santanico would get a big boost from winning that. Yeah, Santanico is up to 32 in the Southwest. He gained 6 points from that win. Bret Hart, on the other hand, 28. Not bad in fairness. And it has gone up 10 points in the last year. Bret Hart is getting very popular. So that's good to see. Is anyone else a star? It has made Santanico a star. Santanico getting that win is what pushed him into being a star. Well, we've got Onita, Bret Hart, Kurt Hennig, Jack Armstrong, Matt Bourne on the list below. Jake Roberts, Terry Funk all the way down there, below Ricky Morton now. The Firefly still down to recognizable. We've got this weird thing where I think we've gone so fast that we've gained so fast that we kind of put ourselves in a bit of problems by doing so. Our oldest wrestler, Jack Armstrong, then Scorpio, then Terry Funk. Jack Armstrong has got to be nearing retirement, right? Does he have a trait that tells him he's not going to retire? He doesn't. I think he's going to be retiring sometime soon then. Which is a shame, because he's been a great champion for us. So actually might talk about when he wants to plans to retire, because then we can give him a story to write him off, because he has more than earned it. I didn't think he was going to. Okay, before I get sidetracked again, merchandise. We're up to level 5. Limited in its range and using only part-time staff. We can monetize old events by selling them on home video. We can produce specific merchandise for our major stars and stars, but are limited to selling in our home area. Okay, $3 per fan and $10 per popularity point per region. Okay. If we go up to Rapid, 600 per week, 4% of progress, that's worth it. That would give us 5 per fan and 50. I mean, I think it's just always worth it, isn't it? Also, we'll up that. And this means we'll be starting to get merchandise per wrestler. And that's going to be where our big money is in, I think. We've got some very marketable people. And that we can finally start selling personalized merch. We're going to be in a very, very good position. I'm going to go investigate the opportunities of signing some bigger names, though. I'm going to be back next episode as we kick off Iron Will with some big matches on the card. We will have... My brain's on the wrong screen. We have Santanico versus Bret Hart. We'll have a tag team title match I didn't get to set up on the last show. We'll have Jake Roberts taking on Randy Savage. And I'm sure Stan Hansen wants to get back to the title. Kurt Hennig wants to get back to the title. And those two will collide one-on-one for an opportunity. Until I see you again, take care. Y'all are amazing. Like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube things. Firefly out.